everyone, it's Melody here with Design by Melody. I am going to share my February 2013 pages from my scrapbook. I do 2-page spreads for each month. We have here the, let's see, this will be the left page, and then I'll have the right page here as well, which I'll share in another video. But I just wanted to start with this page. I'm going to share the entire process with you. First thing I do is I lay out my photos. Obviously the first block here is the title card, and if you go back through my videos you'll see a video rather, where I share the title cards that I made, and I did the entire year of title cards all at once. That's when I was trying to decide how I was going to do my project life-ish style. I say that because I don't really do Project Life, but I use Project Life style for an intro page and then ending the month. So in between both of these pocketed pages are all of the scrapbook pages, the 12 by 12 scrapbook pages. So that's how my album is set up. So starting here, I have this one. And then some of these I've trimmed, some of them I have not. I think I'm going to... So I'm still trying to kind of figure out exactly where everything goes. I have a lot of pictures of Kaylin this month. I don't have a lot of anybody else, but I have pictures of him, which is kind of funny. But a couple of pictures of Ernest and Kaylin together. And if you notice, this card down here was actually a 4x6 spot, but on the opposite side I made it into 2 3x4s, and there's a piece of acetate taped between them to keep the spacing. So I'll do that on this side as well. And I do have one piece of artwork from this month that I cut down, and this is actually from Jaheim, so I don't have a picture of him this month, but I do have some artwork from him. So this is the basic layout so far. And then I have 2 empty blocks as well. So I'm thinking I might add some journaling spots in here. Maybe that one. I'm going for the gray, the pink, and the green themes with a few other pops of color here and there. I think I might back this one on here. Now for this card right here, I'm going to use this wood grain to pull in some of that gray, but there's still a very wide open space, so I'm going to use this card. So what I am going to do is cut this and mount it, so let me do that. And since both of these are going to be separated, I'm going to put them on the same piece of background paper to kind of keep the look cohesive. And there's just a slight border around each of these photos. Down here. So let me go ahead and add that. Just going to trim that photo down just slightly to make the border even around. And I'll do the same thing on this one. I'm sorry if the lights keep getting darker and lighter. I have tried to light my room, but it's a very rainy day out there, so it's a little bit more difficult to work with on days like this. I'm actually going to pull this paper from the same collection that was used on these cards to back this photo up here. Let me trim it down. There we go. And I need something in this box. I can use that. That's from that same collection. And I'm going to take this 4x6 card and cut it down to 3x4. And I do know that it has a white border on this side, but I'm going to put something there to cover that up. Alright, so that is the basis of my layout. Now we're going to add a little bit of embellishing. I did go ahead and type up my journaling. I only really have one journaling card here that I included journaling on. It references the whole month though, including the drawing down here by Jaheim. So this is kind of a subtitle that explains, again, it goes with the journaling. It's basically going to say lots of impromptu, and then it's going to say photo ops here in this color theory alphas. So I'm going to add that. First, I'm actually going to start down here in this card. I have all of my stuff laid out here on the table, so it's easy to get to as I share with you. But it makes it a little bit crowded. So we're actually going to put these right on here, and I'm just going to use some double-sided tape here. And you can see that piece of acetate that I've used in between to hold the spacing. I'm going to do a little bit here and a little bit there. I'm just going to line this up exactly as it is on the one underneath. There we go. So those right here down. And what I am going to do, I have these two sticker sheets. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this You Are a Star sticker and put it down here. But I did want to back it on a little bit of gray. So I'm going to use this Be Free sticker, and I'm just going to put it right over top. I'm probably never going to use this Be Free sticker outside of this, so I thought it'd be a great way to add a bit of that gray around. It's probably hard to see in the photo, but it is around the sticker there, and it's going to add a little bit to this, tying it into the color scheme. I have my washi tape here off to the side. I'm just trying to decide if I want to add a little bit, and I do. I'm going to take this black washi. It reminds me of school. It's got the numbers on it. I'm just going to put it at the bottom here. The reason I even hesitated is because I just don't like that gap of their shirts showing through. So I'm going to put this at the very bottom. And then put this right on top of it. There we go. And I'll trim off this small piece of the sticker that's hanging off. Alright, so I think that's it for that one. I'm not going to add any embellishment on this one that I know of at this very moment. So that's that one. So next we have this one right here, which is the drawing by Jaheim. So let me figure out how I can lay this on here. This was on like 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, and I just trimmed it down to include only the important parts here. This says To Daddy. There was no particular reason that he did this. It just happens to be that he drew a picture for Ernest, since Ernest works at the Y. And what I've taken are these two pieces of strips of words, or strips here, and these are from the Notable, We Are Memory Keepers Notable collection, the words paper, and this is how I store them. I just cut them apart and I keep them in here to use them. And I love them, actually. Alright. It's like weird weather outside. It was pouring just a moment ago, and now the sun is shining through, which I'm sure you can see, but I hear the rain coming down the gutters. Alright, so there are those two. Let's put them back on the page here. So this is how we're looking so far. Oh, let's go with this one next. I'm going to go ahead and put in this subtitle, and it's going to say Photo Op, or Photo Ops, rather. Alright, got the Photo Ops down. Now I actually have two more little cut apart pieces that I want to add. I have a little mason jar here that says, Love You to the Stars and Back, and then a little camera peeping out because I'm talking about photo ops. And I want to put a little bit of twine or something around that mason jar lid. So let's see. I can either do something like a soft gray or a pale pink might be pretty. I actually think I might go with the soft gray. Let's see, and I just keep a lot of this floss in here. This is embroidery floss, and I swear it's probably been in my stash for 20 years. I hate to say that, but it is probably the truth. Just going to wrap it around here twice. I'm going to tie a little bow. What's funny is I was thinking about it, I was thinking, boy, I really need to start on my Project Life style spreads again, because it uses a lot of the small embellishments, and I seem to collect little small embellishments. And then now, as I'm going through it, I'm thinking, wow, I'm using a lot, and it doesn't feel like I'm taking anything out of my stash or anything off of this tray. So it's funny, you use a lot, but it's really just a little bit of a lot of different things. Which again, it's not a bad thing, but it's just kind of ironic. This mason jar is actually cut out of a piece of paper, and I don't remember if it's Maggie Holmes or Dear Lizzie. I actually think it's Dear Lizzie now that I say that. By American Crafts. But I will have a coordinating blog post that goes with this, and I will list all the supplies that I use in that blog post. So if you want to go back and reference something, you can find it there. Or send me a message and I'll track down exactly what it is. Okay, there we go. Alright, there we go. And then that's going to peep out the side just a little bit like that. Glue these down. And I do have some adhesive, like dimensional adhesives, but I'm trying to avoid using that on these so that in case I, sorry, can't do two things at once, to not add too much dimension. Since these are going to be in a scrapbook album with scrapbook pages, it just adds, in my opinion, a little too much if I add a lot of dimensional adhesive on these pages as well. Alright, so there we go. So we've got these done, this done, and that again was the Color Theory Clean Slate Alphas. Alright, so now I actually want to move on to this card. And what I'm going to do here is add some washi. This is how I store my washi. I have these little clear boxes. So let's see. I'm going to do some gray, maybe a bit of green. There is a floral in here, but it's going to be covered up, so you're not even going to see it. And I'm going to butt this up right up to the edge. And I do want you to be able to see the top and the bottom of this washi, so I'm just tearing it so you can see it. And I'm going to add the green one right on top of that. Okay. I hope this video is not too long for you guys. Tell me if it is. I totally get it. I just am trying to share my process in real speed so I can talk you through it as I do it. I don't feel like I have as much personality whenever I do a voiceover, so I'm trying to stay away from that. I'm actually going to round the corners of this photo. Obviously I did not have to do that, but I just wanted a little something different. it's starting to come together now. Alright, so now we have that one. So now we're working on these two. Alright. And they're going to go like this. Not that it really matters, but they're going to go like that on the page. So I have two more little cut apart hearts here. I think I want to layer. Because there are so many colors going on in this picture, I kind of want to layer them a bit. Let's see what else we have. Alright, so these stickers are actually from a Snap collection by Simple Stories and by a Fancy Pants sticker sheet. Again, I'm not 100% sure I want to add anything else, but I'm just going to take a look. Alright, I'm still looking for something to go there, so I think what I'm going to do is use this sticker, which I had already cut off the notebook edge of it. This is from the Sweetest Things, the My Mind Eye sticker sheet. And the reason I'm picking it is even though it's brownish, it kind of has gray tints to it. And I just want to tuck it up under the edge here. Actually, I'll trim this down. This is a, ooh! Sorry, that shot across. So this is actually a library card. I just want to kind of use the edge of it. Just want a little bit of a grounding spot there. I don't like how that sticks out, so I'm going to put a little bit of washi down here. Doing the same thing that I did on that other card, which is layering the two colors together. Gray, and then we're going to put the green over top. And this is again just to tie in all the colors throughout the page. And in a moment we will evaluate where everything lands after we put this down. Alright, so there's that page. And then this one, just going to get adhered. And what I'm going to do is take this same sticker sheet and put some of these stars, these gray stars, up in this corner. This little sticker sheet is so tiny and so difficult to work with, but it adds such the cutest little elements, especially to the Project Lifestyle pages because it's so small. Alright, so now I'm going to bring my page back over. We're going to look at the whole thing together, see what else we can add. So here we go. I have a lot of colors going on. I tried to keep with the green, the gray, and the pink themes, which I did throughout. Now I'm just looking. I pulled out some of these enamel dots, and these are all different colors, brands, shapes, but I was looking for the green specifically, so I'm actually going to take these green ones from Twine and Ink, and these are puffy stickers. And also these pink ones off of here. And these are from Scrapbook. And just add a few throughout. I made my own enamel dots, but I have this little tub of them still that I am trying to use up. I don't have any more pink at all, but I do have these. These are some little confetti by American Crafts. So I'm going to take this pink one and put it down here. What I am going to do is pull out my title card and add some of these to it as well. To kind of tie it all together. I don't use very many of these confetti ones over the years. Well, over the last year. I guess I've only had them for about a year. They don't seem very sturdy, but in these page protectors that will not be, the cards will not be removed from the page protectors. They should do alright. But I don't think they're sturdy enough to put on like a greeting card or something. Alright, there we go. And that's the completed spread. Thanks for joining me today, guys. Bye.